Good day, everyone. I am Nicole National, the leader of Group 2 from 2C, and these are my members.
I am Russell Camarelli.
I am Mariel Tali.
And I am Edward S. Robas.
Let me present our concept paper in microeconomics titled The Biliran's Meat Market Assessing the Consequences of Restricting Outside Meat Entry. Vendor is an individual or company that supplies goods and services to businesses or consumers. Vendors buy products or services from distributors and resell them to others, and usually individual consumers. Their main goals are to monitor customers' interest and to have enough goods in stock to meet demand. On the other hand, meat is a primary source of protein and essential nutrients such as iron and vitamin B12. It has been a staple in human diets for millennia. Meat, the flesh or other edible parts of animals used for food, including not only the muscles and fat, but also the tendons and ligaments. The pig is the world's second largest provider of meat, and a difficulty emerges with meat, specifically pork. The introduction of ASF in some locations has had an impact on meat. The African swine fever is a viral disease affecting both domestic and wild pigs, causing high mortality rates and significant economic losses. It has significantly impacted the entire meat supply chain and vendors, especially those selling pork, that have been at the forefront of these challenges. So the Philippines is a major consumer of pork, chicken, and beef, with pork being the most widely consumed meat. Pork is the most important meat in the Philippine diet, contributing to approximately 60% of the total meat consumption. Biliran is a province in the eastern Visayas region of the Philippines, known for its lush landscapes, beautiful waterfalls, and pristine beaches. The Biliran's meat market plays a vital role in the local economy and food supply, providing residents and nearby areas with essential meat products. The swine fever created more pressure on the food supply and security of the citizens in the affected areas. Due to this, the Department of Agriculture has declared a national state of emergency due to the widespread outbreak of ASF through the DA Administrative Order Number 12 Series of 2019 as amended by DAAC 2 Series of 2022. The province of Biliran, in full recognition of the gravity of the ASF situation and its potential impact on the local economy and food security, establishes a provincial zoning and movement plan for the prevention and control of the ASF based on the Executive Order number 35 2024. This executive order shall apply to all municipalities within the province of Biliran, including the movement of live hogs, pork, and byproducts thereof, as well as the implementation of biosecurity measures and surveillance activities. Thus, the study named Biliran's Meat Market Assessing the Consequences of Restricting Outside Meat Entry will be conducted to determine whether the aforementioned issue had an impact on meat vendors' profitability.
And the objectives of the study. The purpose of the study is to identify the impact of restricting outside meat entry and the profitability of meat vendors. In particular, the study sought to achieve the following objective. Number one is the demographic profile of respondents. This includes the name of vendor, years of operation, and weekly income. Number two is to assess the effect of restricting outside meat entry, including profitability. In the conceptual framework, the study has utilized two indicators: the restrictions on outside meat and profitability of meat vendors. Since the objective of the study is to identify the impact of restricting outside meat entry and the profitability of meat vendors. The researchers will gather data from survey questionnaire, and then the data will be tested and analyzed through regression analysis and Pearson's correlation coefficient. By this, the researchers will identify the consequences of restricting outside meat entry and profitability of meat vendors.
So, the research gap of this study is since the ordinance, no one conducted the study about the restriction of the outside meat. Just the researcher what to fill the gap hence study will be conducted to determine whether aforementioned issues had an impact on meat vendors' profitability.
The research design in this study is quantitative, since the variables of the study is measurable that can analyze using numerical data. This study will use descriptive approach to assess the demographic profile of the respondents such as name of vendors, years of operation and weekly income. The research will be conducted to assess the impact of restricting outside meat on the profitability of meat vendor. The research environment. This study will be conducted in the province of Biliran. The researchers will randomly select respondents through the use of simple random sampling technique. The respondents of this study will be selected meat vendors registered in the province of Biliran. The research instrument. To gather all the data, the researchers will modify a survey questionnaire. The structure survey questionnaire were divided into three parts. Part 1 is demographic profile. Part 2 is consequences on meat vendors. Part 3 identify the effect on profitability. Let's talk about our econometric models. We have developed our econometric model by regression analysis where CMV equals V sub 0 plus V sub 1 times prof plus E, where CMV is the consequences on meat vendors, then prof is the profitability, and E is the error term. That's the end of our presentation of our concept paper in microeconomics titled Biliran's Meat Market Assessing the Consequences of Restricting Outside Meat Entry.